Okay, so the blue line on the right hand side obviously represents where you're at in terms of your spine position. On the left hand side the red line represents, and the blue line's where you go to. Okay, so this on the left hand side, a little bit of lateral sway. Then as you come in here now, you see the left knee sort of so your left foot, left knee, so that knee now is going beyond kind of your front toe. As you come into it, your head's kind of moving down and back, which is going to encourage you hitting the ground behind the ball. Yeah, you're going to come in underneath and very much on the sort of inside. And I think if you're fearful of a shot going like this will be encouraged more and more to try and send it kind of out here somewhere to compensate for that hook that's going to come in. Okay, so as you see it impact here now and you come into it, there's the strike of the ball there. And if we look at the centre of your chest, these lines is where your sternum and your chin is on that blue line back there. Whereas this one, okay, as you came back through now, there's your strike there. Centre of your chest now is more on top of the golf ball, yeah? And your left, exactly, yeah, you can see everything's now in a straight line there, and that knee just rotates and clears. So it's more that way rather than that way. I mean, look at imagine the pressure on that knee there. If you're doing that, so your ankle's doing that and then pushing forward, so your knee's then bending this, or that left hip's trying to go around there, that's going to cause some, if we're not careful, going to lead to potentially some sort of issue. There's a lot of sort of slide and drop underneath, a lot of leg action, and that's why some of your balance is not always 100%. Flat lie, you're going to get away with it on a few fairways at Radder, uneven fairways. Bit of other condition on the golf course, you could find that. So this one on the right hand has a much better movement with the lower half, everything's working and rotating better, and it's finishing there. Now, yeah, the fuller swing you'll get round there. As you get to a longer swing, the club will just keep going. The club will keep going around there anyway, so you're fine. Okay, but the moment what we're going to try to do is feel that move from the top there, so we're getting the chest and the torso to move that. So whether it means you just feeling a lower ball flight as opposed to a high one, or whether the stepping drill works, or whatever you need to do to try and get the feeling. I think impact we talked about there, when you're set up here now, that would be your impact. If I put some lines on here, if you look at all the tour players, what we'd expect to see is kind of your hips and your torso now to have moved over to there, yeah? So you're covering the ball a bit more with your chest on top of it rather than coming underneath. Because what that will cause, if you come from behind the ball here, hit the ground behind the ball, fat it, okay? Body hanging back here, flick it with your hands, and with all that hand action you've encouraged over years of fighting the ball going off obviously this way, your hands work overdrive if they want to. So when you're back here flicking your hand, it's going to be a way big hook. Then you feel the big hook, you start going further and further right, which encourages more underneath. It's just a vicious circle of hitting ground behind the ball, thinning it, hooking it, fat, thin, fat, hook, fat. It's just everything going the wrong direction. So for me, top of the backswing, what you get to there is really good. And the way your transition now comes back to the golf ball is very, very good. In terms of from there to there, it's that lower half. Exactly, yeah. And I think it's the last half of the downswing visually, but realistically, it's from there. It's not just like, oh, focus on this and then try and change the legs. If you've already gone to that position, you ain't got a chance. If your left knee is kind of here, you try and shift your weight on. You're just not going to do it, are you?
It's not even that, is it?
So exactly. So as you're swinging from the top, wait a second. As you get to there now, there's almost that pressure into that, and then from there it's almost this way. So you're pushing up that exactly. There you go. If you do that, you can. Your body won't function in that way, and it takes a bit of time to do that move to get on the left side, and you haven't got time for the golfing. The golfing's got to be done. So yeah, I think definitely feel based. I think for you, the ones you found better at working, again, I would definitely encourage if next time before you go and play, I think there's a net at Radcliffe maybe. Even if you go in there, it's got a practice ground. Even a few shots in there with like a 7-iron, even if it's 100-yard 7-iron, just stand on the first tee with a few shots on the range, hitting some shots like this. So you just get a feeling of that ball flight going down, going lower, knocking it down that way a little more, rather than coming from underneath, up and under, and just flicking it with your hands. Okay? Good stuff. Right, we will definitely